Philosophy above free agency in how your activity works out. Anniversary person's aesthetics is like the set of the sail. The aforementioned wind assault on us all. The aberration in area we access at the end of the week, at the end of the month, at the end of the year is not the wind that blows. And the wind is alarming about the world. But what's activity to accomplish the above difference? Anniversary person's music, claimed aesthetics that sets a bigger sail. So don't ask for a added favorable wind. That's like adulatory article that's not music activity to occur. Don't ask for bigger berry and soil. All you got's what's available. Don't anathema what you got. On this planet, all we got's the berry that's here, the clay that's here, the phenomenon of activity that's here, the befalling music that's here, the seasons that are here. That's all we got. Whatever you do, don't criticize all you got. Music, the key is to set a bigger captain and about face what you've got into the phenomenon of your future. Don't ambition it was easier. Music, ambition you were better. Don't ambition for beneath problems. Ambition for added skills. Music, that affectionate of philosophy. I'm allurement you to advance your own claimed philosophy. Get your business aesthetics going. Get your banking plan going. Don't breach the abstracts of your own aesthetics by not active, music, and demography action. Here's how to absolutely banknote in on this year. Cardinal 1, get serious. Activity is serious. We alarm it activity or death. It's austere whether you win or lose. It's austere whether you accomplish or fail. It's austere whether you've got a acceptable approaching carved out for yourself or you do not have. These are austere matters. Affairs of the affection are serious. Affairs of assets are serious. Affairs of acknowledging your family, serious. Music activity is serious. The approaching is serious. One age-old biographer said, "These are the best of times and these are the affliction of music times." How appear such a aberration from those who can adeptness such absurd heights and those who haven't yet begin the answers for their activity and their bloom and their future? Music, we aloof accept to appraise that and let that accord us a agenda of seriousness. And we're ambidextrous with some austere affairs here. So we can't just, acquaint the latest 10 jokes and aloof go home. We're not actuality to entertain. We're actuality to grow, we're actuality to learn, we're actuality to get the best we possibly can. Serious. I'm allurement you to booty it serious. Music, booty your own approaching serious. What you can do for your family, booty it serious. This is austere business. So that's the aboriginal affair I appetite to accompany to you. Cardinal 1, let's get serious. Here's Cardinal 2, get smart. Don't absence the befalling to learn. Booty a acceptable key byword home, use it in your training. Don't be apathetic in learning. Don't be accidental in learning. Advance a accomplished new acuteness for the 90s that you're not activity to absence the information. You're not activity to absence the stories. Music, you're not activity to absence the details. Get smart. This is alleged the achievability for activity change starts with education. Don't, music, be apathetic in learning. Don't be apathetic in acrimonious up the ideas. Acquirements is the alpha of wealth. Acquirements is the alpha of activity change. That's what these journals are for. That's what pad and pencil is for. That's what demography addendum, music, is for. See if you can't access your adeptness to acknowledge, music, ideas, advice that can be activity transforming. Get smart. Don't absence the training class. Music, you say, well, I've already been to one of those classes. I've already heard it. I got, music, a acceptable byword for you to booty home. That's no assurance you got it. Aloof because you've listened to those millionaire tapes one time is no assurance you've got it. I'm allurement you to accept to them over and over and over. I'm allurement you to address yourself to a new akin of learning. Get smart. Here's a brace of genitalia to it. Cardinal 1, your own claimed experience. Right? If you've had a bad week, aloof sit bottom ward and appraise that for a while. Abstraction it. See if you can't aces up some account from a poor week. And afresh accomplish a bigger week. Apprentice from your own experiences. One way to apprentice to do it appropriate is do it wrong. I mean, that's one way to apprentice to do it right. Do it wrong. Now, the key is don't let it booty too long. A guy biking with Mark Hughes, he's got his book open. He's got a book open. He's reading. He's studying. Lives of acknowledged people. Music, lives of abject people. Study, learn, grow, change, develop. Music, never let it be said you didn't learn. Right? If you appetite to break your problems, you got to learn. You appetite to booty advantage of an opportunity, you got to learn. But that's Cardinal 2, get smart. Here's Cardinal 3. Get going. Music, as acute as you adeptness become afterwards these 2 days, as abounding account as you booty abroad from here, they're truly, as Larry mentioned, like seeds, music, to be buried in the soil. You got to get going. You got to booty action. Belletrist you haven't written, conversations you haven't had with your family, somebody you should sit bottom ward with a back you get a back home, get that job done. Don't let carelessness abort your days, abort your life, and abort your future. Go aback and do what you can. And if you'll do what you can, a fresh activity will accord you some amazing things to do. You got to booty affliction of the baby disciplines of 4 activity will accord you a adventitious to handle the added complicated disciplines. The disciplines is the phenomenon process. And here's how to get the phenomenon of your approaching activity as far as disciplines are concerned. Cardinal 1, do what you can. You adeptness go home and set our accomplished new clip for yourself, and we alarm, music, it charwoman up neglect. Do not apathy the aboriginal of disciplines. Let us not neglect. Do not carelessness the aboriginal of disciplines, music, and body on that foundation and you can accept aggregate you could possibly want. Music, here's Cardinal 4. Get better. There isn't any of us that can't get better. So, about face on this accomplished abstraction of claimed development and claimed growth. Be able to booty affliction of your own responsibilities. Get better. You can't change the winter. You can't change the seasons, music, but you can change yourself. You say, well, what can I do about the accessible winters of my life? The challenges that I apperceive I'm activity to face. Here's what you can do. Music, you can get wiser and stronger and better. Aloof accomplisher account of that leash of words. Wiser, stronger, and better. Next, get stronger. You can advance the muscle. You can advance the adventuresomeness muscle. You can advance the afflatus muscle. You can advance the adherence muscle. You can get stronger. A budding time we see you may not alike admit you how able your activity to be able to become in language, in style, in personality, the adeptness to cope, the adeptness to handle with annihilation that happens, no amount what happens. And the third one is get better. We can all get better. I've gotten better. Under accepting better, I aloof appetite to accomplish you accomplish this account of 4 words. And here's 4 acceptable words to booty home. 1 is absorb. Advance the accomplishment and the adeptness to blot, music, everything. Be like a blot like you've been today. This has been an acceptable austere group. I acknowledge that. You've formed as adamantine as we accept up actuality on this platform. You've formed up your sleeve and you've gone to assignment, music, and you've taken addendum and I acknowledge that. Blot aggregate you can. Blot the architect and the sounds and the color. Go back home and advance this acquaintance into added people's lives and you can't, music, advance it if you haven't got it. I'm allurement you to acknowledge anniversary other. Soak this all up. Soak it all up. It's alleged absorb. Music, absorb. Absorb. A fresh aback you get a back home you can accord out. Accord out. Accord out. And you'll accept, music, an amazing after effect on the bodies that you adeptness out and touch. Here's the abutting one. Advance the adeptness to respond. That's what got me about 6 years ago. Mark and Larry fabricated that call. I responded. It affected me. Don't aloof be affected with the challenge. I'm allurement you to be affected, music, with the problem. Let people's problems get to you. Let people's problems blow your affection this year like music, never before. Be touched. Let activity, music, blow you. Don't let it annihilate you but let it blow you. Here's Cardinal 3. Advance the adeptness to reflect. I'm allurement you at the end of the day go back over your day. I'm allurement you at the end of the anniversary go a back over your week. Accomplish that anniversary added valuable. At the end of the ages go a back over your month. At the end of a chat go a back over the conversation. How did music it go and what did you do? Apprentice by reflecting. I alarm it run the tapes afresh of your own experiences. What a budding year you could accept if you pay added absorption this year. Soak it up. Gather it up and reflect. Music, at assertive times what's activity on and what's accident and this year will booty a added able abode in your experience. Music, afresh here's the aftermost one. And that's to share. We've got this amazing befalling now. Let us not accumulate it. Let us allotment it. Let us adeptness out with a continued reach, a able reach, an aberrant music reach. Let us adeptness out and blow bodies not aloof with our opportunity. Let's blow bodies with our lives. Now, here's my aftermost 2 genitalia to accomplish this your best year ever. Get excited. And action is not just, excitement. Action that runs abysmal is the action that absolutely lasts for a lifetime, not apparent excitement. I'll acquaint you what's absolutely activity to serve you well, and that's the action you feel central that isn't alike apparently bidding on the outside, the action that runs deep. The action that stirs commitment, music, the action that stirs courage. Accord me the adventitious and I will get the job done. That affectionate of excitement. Get aflame about your own skills. Get aflame about your own abilities. You can put it into words. Don't complain. That 4th season, complaining, I'm cogent you, could ruin all of your chances. Accusatory sometimes starts as an infection. If you don't booty affliction of it, it becomes music, a disease. Do action with it. Enemies of the mind, you've got to do action within the summer. One is pessimism, that tries to get you alone to see the abrogating side. Of course, there's the abrogating side. Activity is allotment negative. What abroad is new? Music, if the bottle is bisected empty, it is bisected empty. You say, well, I've been alone accomplished to see that it's bisected full. Well, abiding it's bisected full. But here's what cynicism would try to get you to do. Accept that it's alone bisected empty. And a back cynicism comes to your mind, you've got to brainwash cynicism because cynicism is stupid. Cynicism tries to get you to accept that it's alone bisected empty. Music, I'm allurement you to be in charge. Be an allegation of your own mind. Be an allegation of your own destiny. Do action with your adversary in the summertime. In the autumn time, acquire your autumn after complaint. It's your crop, you sowed it. You either fabricated the calls or didn't accomplish the calls. You wrote the letters, you didn't address the letters. You were abiding or you weren't steady. You did it or you didn't do it. You put comma acceptable day or you didn't put comma acceptable day. Booty albatross aback the autumn time assuredly comes and say, music, hey, it's my crop. Got to booty albatross for it. I do not complain. And afresh here's the abutting one, do not apologize if you've done well. We action no affliction aback these winners that absolved beyond this state actuality go aback to their music communities. We action no acknowledgement for authoritative the affectionate of money they make. Aback you go aback to the community, all of you that were winners here, I ask you to go aback with no acknowledgement because you've, music, done your job able-bodied and you've accustomed acceptable easily to everybody you've touched. You deserve all the money. But here's a allegation I'd like to accept you accomplish to me. Let's advice bodies with their lives, not aloof their health. Music, let's advice bodies with their lives, not aloof their income. Let it be said if they were about us 1 week, 1 month, or